Yo, what is up guys, Eslis Gaming back with another video, and I know I haven't posted a lot lately, but I have been busy, but I promise you, whenever I do make a video, it will be a good video. And this time I will bring you the how to prepare for Dofus 3.0 Unity on December 3rd. Let's start off this video with going over some things that have been mentioned during the Ankama Live yesterday or the day before that, depending on whenever you watch this video. To start off, I want to say that pre-registering is open currently. You can choose between mono account, multi-account server. Make sure your name is picked for yourself. We are mostly playing on the mono account server Dakar 3. However, that is currently full. I think there's already like 4 servers that are full. Ankama has already opened 4 more servers for pre-registration. Don't be sad that you can't start on Dakar 3, because Ankama has said that on the first day, I don't know if it's the first week or only the first day of the new servers that are opening, you can go to like an NPC and get a free server change. And server changes are going to be instant starting from December. So you don't have to like wait for Tuesday maintenance. If you do a server transfer, it's just instant, just like that. So you can still, even though the servers are full currently with the pre-registration, you can still do a server transfer and go to Dakar 3, where pretty much all of the international players are going to be at. So these modifications that are coming to the game are going to be in the beta tomorrow on November 7th or today, depending on when you're watching the video. And these modifications are pretty heavy, pretty important, and you might want to be testing the beta starting this week, because these modifications are going to decide how you are going to play on the new servers on November 3rd if you are planning to play there. So let's start off with the shield revamp. Now, Ankama has already said this before, but it is now confirmed. Shield percentage damage and percentage resistance are completely removed from the shields. They are no more. At first, I was still hoping that maybe they would reduce it from like 14% to like 7% or 5%, just like what they did with the Jahash, when it went from like 10% to 4%. But no, it's gone. It's completely removed from the shields. Instead, they will now add just regular stats like Vitality, Strength, Chance, crits, percentage resistance, like just normal resistance like you have on regular items, even Wisdom, MP reduction, heals. So shields are pretty much becoming regular items, and they are becoming part of sets. So they will have set bonuses. And I think, so for example, the Captain Ankama shield, it will be part of the Justice set. Now, personally, I don't know what the items are going to be. We will have to check out the beta tomorrow. But I know there's like a Justice cape or like a Vigilante cape that pretty much looks like the Captain Ankama shield. So probably they're going to be making a set with those. We don't know. We have to check tomorrow on the beta. So make sure you check that out. But shield revamps, this is going to be big, because this is like for the new service in December. It's not going to be a big deal. But if you're going to keep playing on the regular service, Takasha, or whatever you're playing, this is a huge nerf, especially endgame PVM. The damage creep is going down quite a lot. You will be doing less damage if they don't balance PVM around it. And I'm always, you know guys, you know me, I'm doing Infinite Dreams. It's gonna be so difficult, like 15%. If when you're doing 10,000 damage, 15%, we're talking about 1,500 damage per hit. This is just a huge nerf, man. I hope Ankama does something about that, but we'll have to wait and see. So these are some more examples of shields. They are also adding new shields. So for example, the paper and ink shields is going to be part of the Wukhan set. So instead of 3 items, it's going to be 4 items. You can have more customizations deciding what you want to do. Also, by the way, 40 wisdom. So for those who are interested in optimizing full wisdom set, this shield will actually have 40 wisdom. So I'm sorry guys. Everyone who has 30 wisdom shields that are probably worth 50 mil, they are in the bin right now. I'm sorry guys. But yeah. New shield for the Royal Master Gob, which is going to be part of the set, and Royal Gobble as well. So another big thing is new sets, set bonuses, and droppable items. What is important, and this is especially important for the new service in December, for the server rush, is all items, equipments, and sets from level 1 to level 60 will be droppable from monsters. So the Gelano will be droppable from jellies. Gobble items will be droppable from gobbles. Press pick items will be droppable from press picks. All that kind of stuff. Everything until level 60, and after that they have to be crafted. So that's one thing. They are changing set bonuses from level 1 to level 110. 1 AP and 1 MP for sets that have 7 objects. From level 20 to level 40. An AP and an MP for sets of 4 objects from level 40 to level 80. And an AP and an MP for 3-part items. And I think that's for until level 110, I think? I don't know. They have changed nearly 70 sets between level 10 and level 110 with all different stats. So it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, tomorrow on the beta available to test. They have also made some modifications to weapons that hit an AoE, like lance, hammer, staffs. So how it currently works is the center cell does the biggest damage, and the outer cells, they do the less damage. I think it's like 50% less damage or 15%. I'm not quite sure on the numbers, but they changed it. But I can't yet confirm if they are going to reduce that or just completely remove it. But nevertheless, it's going to be a buff for AoE weapons. And they are changing the restrictions of AP and MP items of items between level 110 and level 200. So it's either going to be below 12 AP or below 6 MP. Like I said, we'll have to wait. The only exception is going to be the Gelano, which will have no restrictions. And next up, this is something I'm going to be looking forward to. Because, like I said, shields will not have any ranged, like, percentage damage and percentage resistance anymore. But to balance that, they will add 6 new trophies that will have these stats. Now, they don't share the numbers yet, but it will be percentage spell damage, percentage resistance melee, I think it's weapon damage, range damage, range resistance, and melee damage. Obviously, you'll have the malices as well. So if you have resistance to melee, you will have less damage. But that completely makes sense. But I wonder what the percentages are going to be. I can't wait to test this out tomorrow on the beta. I hope it's going to be like 10%, because I know the shields are like 14 to 15% at level 200. So it would be... I don't expect the trophies to be the same percentage, because they did say they want to nerf it down a little bit. I'm personally hoping to be somewhere between 6, maybe 10%. But maybe it's only just going to be 4. Like I said, we'll see tomorrow on the beta. And now this is some big news. I know this is not going to affect the new service, but they have changed Dofuses as well. So the Cloudy Dofuses will have negative heals on the big damage turn and on the off damage turn. So when you have negative 10%, you will have more heals. The Ebony Dofus got a huge buff. I tell you guys, huge buff. When you hit in melee, you get ranged damage. When you hit in range, you get melee damage on top of the actual base bonuses. Now, for those of you who were there during the live stream, the Ebony was completely sold out. And within a couple of minutes, there was like between 10 and 20 million kamas worth. Like, it went from 1 mil to 20 mil within just a couple of seconds. It was insane. Small change to the Nightmare Dofus as well. Where I think you can get multiple bonuses at once, but we'll see. We have to see tomorrow what the exact bonus is, because it was quite unclear on the Nightmare. But Ebony is a huge buff. Like I said, this will not affect the new server rushing. So, but if you're playing Takasha or existing servers, you might be benefiting from this. So like I said, pre-registering is open. You can register for multi-account or mono account. Most people from our community, the international community, are going to play mono account. And like I said, you can still, even though the servers are full, once they are open, you can still server transfer, so it will be all completely fine. And this is going to be the new look of the interface of the servers, which is really cool in my opinion. It looks really good. And what you see here on screen is new cosmetic packs, which you can already buy. There's 4 packs, ranging from like 12 euros to 20, 40 and like 80, something like that. These cosmetics are already made for Unity, so if you buy the packs now, you will only get the subscription and the O grinds right now, and the cosmetics you will receive once Unity Dofus 3.0, like we call it now, is going live. So you can buy the packs now, but you will receive the cosmetics later, and I will definitely be investing in this. This looks so good. The count set, holy shit, guys. Ankama put so much work in this. It looks so good. The Kra as well. Damn. Alright, there's also going to be a Back to Rush event, because a lot of people liked the events that we had on the beta on phase 1. So they are going to bring it back. There's going to be a big server rush event with 4 big influencers. They are getting paid by Ankama. Like Squeezy, for example, has like 20 million subscribers on YouTube, so check him out as well. But they are going to bring them in to bring some hype on the Unity release. Hopefully, Dofus is actually finally gonna pull in some new players, maybe blow up, so we can get some more people to the channels as well. And it's gonna be huge, man. It's gonna be huge. I'm not gonna go too in-depth into this. I'm pretty sure, because I know we can scroll through this. These are like the teams: Solary, Aegis, Gentlemates, and Carmine Corp. I know Single Malt is part of the Aegis team, so he will probably make a video explaining more what's going on with the teams. So check out his channel as well. Once he puts that video out, I will actually ask him after the recording this video if he's actually planning to do so. But make sure to check that out. He will explain more the details of that, because the details have not been shared yet, but stay tuned. Squeezy as well. Really cool. Yeah, there are going to be some changes to paddocks. Hopefully I'm not saying wrong things here, but paddocks will not be available for the first 2 weeks of the new service, because there's a limit, like an account has to be 15 days old. Only the guild leader can buy paddocks. You have to be level 60 or above, and you can only buy 1 paddock every 24 hours. So there are people who want to like control the economy pretty much by buying the paddocks, but there are some restrictions to that. So this might be interesting for you if you are planning to do so. There are some changes to Colosseum matchmaking as well, where if you are on the leaderboard and you don't play every single day, you lose like 5 points per day for not playing. So this pretty much stops people from getting to the top placement and just stay there the entire season. They actually have to keep playing, take some risk, and all that kind of stuff. Some new changes to subscription, to combat bots. Ankama pretty much made it so if you have a new account or an account created after January 2023, and if you have never paid anything with real money, you can't subscribe with O-Grinds. You have to have at least 1 payment with IRL money to your account. This can either be buying O-Grinds or buying your like first 1 week of subscription with IRL money. And after that, you can just do anything with O-Grinds. This is just to combat bots, because they don't usually pay subscription with IRL money, of course. I don't think this is a real big... I think this is actually a good change. This will just combat bots, and I think if anyone who's make new accounts, just getting a 1 week sub is going to be like $2. It's not too big of a deal, I think. They are going to change the quest for the summoning control. Instead of having to go around all through Astrop, getting the 5 locations, there's just going to be a single quest. You have to go there, do a quick fight, I think, and then you get the summoning control spell. Also, Ankama, for the name generation, like when you, how it currently is when you create a new name, sometimes the name just, you can't get it, is like has banned words, banned letters. For example, I personally would like to have the name Ashley's Gaming in the chat, in the game, but the word gaming is somehow blocked, so I can't pick that. But they've actually removed a lot of those restrictions, so you can now pick some names that are supposed to be normal, but they weren't before. So, me, for example, I have now pre-registered with the name Ashley's Gaming, which I finally can use, which is pretty nice. They've also changed some experience curves with pets. So if you get a pet, you don't actually start out with 0 stats, but you start out with at least some stats, and they change the curve to go along with it, as well as changing the resource required for the actual pet. So for example, the Peewee, they don't require 500 Peewee feathers anymore, but only like 100 and some of the sesame seeds, and that's pretty much it. They also changed the dungeon quest line, so you don't actually have to go and do the blob dungeon like 4 times. You can just do it once and be done with it, which is a really good change. I always annoyed this always annoyed the piss out of me when I started a new character. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for everything that's happened during the Ankama Live. Everything that you need to know for the December 3 launch. Obviously, most of this information is leaning towards creating and starting out on the new servers. Like the shield changes and the Dofus changes. They might be more interesting to people who are going to continue on Takasha and existing servers. But the main things that are important from this thing is that items, equipment, sets are droppable from level 1 to level 60. So you don't have to stay in the PoE set until level 60. You can just go, do some gobbles, drop gob set, whatever you want. Like, pretty much. There's also going to be, by the way, I forgot about that. There's going to be like a new set for Incarnum Dungeon, I think. Like a Cardarim set or something like that. They also add set bonuses like AP, MP to that. So you guys don't have to be walking around with the Matt Tofu Cloak and Kara Cape until level 150, for example. But if the changelog, because I'm going to straight up upload this video. Once the changelog for the beta tomorrow is going to go live, I'm going to pin it in the top comment. So if it's not pinned there, it's because it just doesn't exist yet. Hey, that means that you're just early to this video. But once the beta goes live, the changelog is there. I will pin it in the description below, top comment as well. So stay tuned. Make sure to check out the beta tomorrow or today. Go and test whatever you want to test. And make sure you are prepared for the launch of the new servers December 3rd. Because it's going to be huge, it's going to be hyped, it's going to be great. And I'm definitely hyped for that. I'm going to be streaming, I think, every day. At least for the first week of the new release of the servers. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time. And peace.